look there at the high-rise towers of Miami. Interleague Baseball comes your way next. Now from the Sunshine State of Florida, we're under the lights at the beautiful new Marlins Park. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Miami Marlins. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers right here. Each of these guys coming off of a loss in his last start, so they'll each be wanting to turn things around in this game.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. And there you see Coco Crisp now as he stands in to get this one underway.
Leading off tonight for Oakland, center fielder, Coco Crisp.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
First pitch, 7-10.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And that misses 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number one.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but luckily he's able to block it and make a strong throw to first.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is fouled at the plate. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now the bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Brandon Moss will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes a 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Derek Dietrich will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And this ball will be chopped foul. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Now, if you can locate that pitch with movement on the inside corner, nobody's touching that thing. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. First pitch to him. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. One pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
Full count, 3-2. Greg Dobbs waits on deck. Half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Greg Dobbs will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Now here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Garrett Jones will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
2 out, nobody on. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this is a hallmark of this ball club. They grind out their at-bats. They're going to make you throw a ton of pitches.
Oh, and Jones gets under this one and sends a high fly ball to deep left field. And that is over the wall. Home run. A solo home run for Garrett Jones. 6th home run on the season for him as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Brian Bogusevic will get his first opportunity now with 2 away, and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. Now the 0-1 is swung on and grounded the other way to third. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 2nd inning coming up here in South Florida. The Marlins on top, 3-0. Josh Reddick will lead things off here, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Ready.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And this is taken in for out number 1.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
John Jaso will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
The 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Grounded foul off to the right. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. There to play it is Dobbs. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Jed Lowry will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Well, just a good job of going with the pitch there. You see it's on the outside part of the plate, and with the bases empty, that third baseman's a good 15 to 20 feet off the line. So this is not much more than a routine ground ball, but he's got no shot at getting to it.
Eric Sogard will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Late decision to offer at the changeup as this is bounced to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Marlins lead this one 3-0. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And he's retired here, one away.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Adeiny Echeverria steps in now. And no swing, apparently, ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now a fastball hit on the ground towards second. Therefore, it is Callaspo. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Pitcher, Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez will step in now. And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
1-1 on the way. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a high chopper. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Miami down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Dan Straley will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. 1 away here to begin the third.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup here for Coco Crisp. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch is in the air now out to left field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Alberto Callaspo will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And he lays off for ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Now here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Christian Yelich will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Left fielder number 21, Christian Yelich.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a dive by Callaspo, but no dice. It's a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Derek Dietrich will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Giancarlo Stanton will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. First pitch coming. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
None out, runners at first and second. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Lowry Back to first, and they'll take care of Stanton as well. It's a double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top two guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage. And then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Greg Dobbs will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Runner away from third, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Brendan Moss will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Athletics, first baseman, Brandon Moss.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. In there at the knees, strike 1. Fouled back. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a high pop-up to the left side. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Here's another example of a guy pitching to contact. He doesn't need to strike everybody out. Just get him off balance, and this winds up a routine pop-up.
So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
He's already up to 51 pitches now, and he's only lasted 3 1/3 so far.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's Hechavarria at shortstop. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. Josh Reddick will dig in. He popped out his first time. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And there's ball one.
That's a ball.
And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, just one hit, and one error on the Oakland line score. And this will be fouled away. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still down 3-0. Garrett Jones will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
The Marlins, first baseman, Garrett Jones.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 2-2 coming now to Jones. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through him.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now he goes the other way with a fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Cespedes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
And you know, these guys already have 2 home runs in the game, and they darn near just got their 3rd one here. That ball just kind of ran out of steam just shy of the wall.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line.
Well, that's a base hit he desperately needed. He's seen that batting average fall under the Mendoza line, so he's in danger of losing playing time if he doesn't get his act together.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this is on the ground toward the hole. He'll flip it over to Kiospo for the force, and the inning is over. One left for Miami. They lead it 3-0. John Jaso will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Catcher, John Jaso.
Here's the first offering. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and he turns on a fastball here and drives one into deep right center. And a great start to the fifth. That ball is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Sixth home run on the season for him. And the A's are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And even though this is only one run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Jed Lowry will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Batting, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number one.
Yeah, this is all about knowing how to play right field here in your home ballpark. First step is good, the angle's good, and he runs this one down heading into the corner.
Eric Sogard will dig in with one in and one away. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Now batting, from pitcher,
Dan Straley will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2.
Coco Crisp.
Back to the top of the order now, and set to stand in the center fielder Coco Crisp. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Two out with the man at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and behind the back he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow! One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jose Fernandez will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. You know, in the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
Christian Yelich will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here's the pitch swung on and lifted out to Reddick in right. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman,
Derek Dietrich will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Here we go.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, and it's still 3-1. Alberto Callaspo will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Brandon Moss will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Pitch on the way. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Oh, and maybe not, as this ball's kicked out there. And I take it back. It won't end the inning. He's safe at first.
Not a real good throw there. He just seemed to rush that ball.
Right fielder.
You can see good effort there at first as he sticks that right leg out as far as he can, but he just can't seem to get it to stick in the pocket.
Josh Reddick will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Marlins 3 and the A's 1. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And he takes ball one. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
The 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. On the ground is second. On to first is Callaspo, and that's out number 1.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. Sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Greg Dobbs will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This is in the air for Cespedes in left, and he's got it for out number 2.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Garrett Jones will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the A's 1. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. John Jaso will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ballgame. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Low for ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. This is hit sharply to the left side, and that's in there, base hit.
But one of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Eric Sogard will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Ball 1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
Well, two very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
And this one finds the corner for strike 1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Carter Capps will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Carter.
Craig Gentry will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Craig Gentry.
Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Too low, 1-0. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Coco Crisp will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Short lead from second, now the pitch. That's over, but low, it's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. Score holds, it's 3-1. Dan Otero will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Dan Otero.
Brian Bogusevic will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. In there for strike 1. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Goes the other way as this is lined to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Miami down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Alberto Callaspo will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And here's the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now a ball lined towards center field. In there, a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Brandon Moss will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Right there for strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? Echeverria for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a much easier play for a left-handed first baseman to make, especially when you're charging in like that. He doesn't have to turn his back to the play, so he gets a good gauge on whether he still has time or not, and he's able to fire on to second base in time to get that force out.
Derek Norris will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 36, Derek Norris.
First pitch on the way. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And that misses 1-1. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. The A's strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Sam Fuld is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 61, Dan Otero.
Rob Brantley will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Now catcher, number 19, Rob Brantley.
Now here's the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Christian Yelich will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Derek Dietrich will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And there he goes towards second. And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 1-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Lowry on to Moss. Too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Swung on and a fair ball rolled weakly up the line at first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 3 and the A's 1. A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. John Jaso will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Catcher, John Jason.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And here's a fastball called for strike 2. Now he pulls the string on the changeup there, and he pops him up toward the left side of the infield.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Jed Lowry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. And that misses low and away, ball 1. One out, nobody on. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And this throw almost took off on him, but a fine play to leave his feet at first and then come down on the bag to record the second out.
I think he's going to owe his first baseman big time after that play. You know, the throw is high, and that'll be a sure error, but look at the hops as he gets up to snare it. Then he comes down with his foot on the bag. That's a nice play.
Eric Sogard is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Right back with a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top. All my people there in back of the spot, let them get shot. Yeah.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-1. Good night from Miami.